Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 1 of week 3's devotional. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Abby. I work here at the church with the youth program, and something that we decided to do this summer was to base off all of the summer classes off of songs from one album. That album is called All of My Best Friends by Hillsong Young and Free, and this week's song that we're going to be doing is As I Am. The past 2 weeks we've done different songs. If you haven't watched those, I'll actually leave a link in the description below that takes you to a playlist of all the previous devotionals that we've done. You can go ahead and watch them later. They're only about 2 to 3 minutes long each, so go ahead and watch those and then come back to day 1. So today's verse that I decided to do is just the first verse of the song, and it says, "Let us be together, seated at the table in communion. Everyone is equal in your presence." Something that really stuck out to me when I was reading that is just this part where it says, "Everyone is equal in your presence." That pretty much means, hey, we're all equal in God's eyes, and God loves us each for who we are. Nowadays, our world is kind of going through a lot of discrimination, a lot of judgment, and that's going to be a normal part of our lives. We're going to see that everywhere. We're going to see that not just in the media or in social media, we're going to see that in our everyday lives. But in those situations, it's very important, very beneficial for us to remember how God lived his life. He lived loving everybody no matter how different they were. Today's Bible verse is going to be Galatians 5:14, and it says, "For the whole law can be summed up in one command: love your neighbor as yourself." This is a very important verse to talk about because it's saying we should be loving everybody no matter how different they are. We should be loving them just as we love ourselves. I know it might be hard for us sometimes to love somebody who we might think is probably the worst person in the world, but it is the way that God lived, and it is the way that we should be living. We should be living and accepting people for who they are because that's how God made them. And God loves them just as much as he loves us. So it's important to know that we should be accepting and we should be loving to everybody who we come across with. That's it for our devotional today, guys. I hope to see you at church today, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 2 of week 3's devotional.